You could get a free rope today, but you bought one last week. But this is okay. It's okay. You can take this one as well.
Cool. Yeah.
So now with the rope, because it's flexible, so you can manipulate. And particularly, this is a good tool to shape your hand motion plane and then the swing plane. As you swing, if you can have a fast motion of the rope in the backswing, and then if the rope hits here, below your armpit here, swing and also it hits here, that means you have good swing plane.
Okay.
So swing back and forth. Again, BJ, sing. Yeah, although it's a bit short, but still aim the T. Yeah.
That just to get the plane flatter.
In the backswing, make it a bit faster. Still, it's a bit flat, but a bit stiffer. Swing faster so that the rope can actually hit your body. Rushing. So Vijay sing, and then still the backswing is a bit flat. When the backswing is flat, then rope tends to come to the shoulder or even to the neck. So initially, when you start the backswing, you tend to go this way here. Instead, just to throw and go to this position instead of pulling this inward.
Okay.
So instead of swinging hard, you have to move the end point faster here. So swinging hard is not the goal here. Actually, moving the end point faster consistently here.
Okay.
Backswing should be faster. Yes. So with the active backswing and connected to the downswing, but that doesn't mean rushing. So Vijay sing, but active backswing promotes active downswing.
Okay. So it's not the transition that should be faster, it's just the speed of the
The motion is faster, but with that, you have to wait until it hits your body.
Okay.
To give more time there. Good. So when that goes to the neck, that means your swing plane is not consistent, not hitting here.
So that would be too flat on the back?
So it's too flat.
Okay.
So your goal is you have an itching sensation here, so you want to hit it with the rope, right? So you have a target there. Even in the rope swing, your goal is to move the end of the rope around and create motion. It's not about your body motion here.
Yeah.
It's about the rope motion. You have to constantly control the rope motion. So focus on the end of the rope. So what's happening is hands are coming too close. So in order to maintain good motion here, your goal is to just throw the end of the rope instead of dragging it with the arms here. So let it go, let the end go here so that your hand has to go a bit more away.
Yeah.
So with that, you have a flatter swing plane, right? So when you try to drag it, when you try to force it with your arm muscles, then the hands come closer and then try to turn this way here. Rather, throw and then let it go. Throw and let it go. Follow that rope.
So that's what gets me so stuck, just because I'm dragging.
Yeah, you always try to use your arm muscles. So, and then also in the backswing, it's going a bit too flat. It's going a bit too flat and then just coming here. Instead, in the backswing, you have to make a large arc on this side. Okay, large arc on this side, large arc on this side here. That means when you start here, everything is a bit close to the body. Later, you are letting it go, release. On the way down, it's closer. The club is close to your body, and then now you're releasing and then let it go here.
Okay.
So always this way, large arc, large arc. So have the image of throwing the end of the rope all the way out, then it'll automatically go around because you're holding one end here. Throw the rope, end of the rope that way, it'll go around. Both ways, throwing outward here.
Okay.
Instead of pulling inward. Throw outward. Still, the plane is not stable. So it's because we hand the motion here. Because your goal is to move the end of the rope nicely around.
Yeah.
So even when you relatively easy motion here, but still you have to keep enough speed to the end of the rope here. You hear the sound of hitting my body here, right? So when you go a bit faster, but still maintain that motion about the spine axis, instead of using the arms a lot here, more going around your body, you're promoting good endpoint motion. Your hands also should follow. Yeah, so it's getting better now. So always important to feel the motion at end point. Whatever you have in your hand, whether club, stick, or the rope, the goal is to move the end of the rope, right? Your goal is to move the end of the rope consistently and hit the target here. So then you have to adjust your body motion to secure stable rope motion. Now, I'll use two different devices here. So this is orange whip here, which has a flexibility here. And then in order to give enough time toward the end, you have to minimize the bending here.
Yeah.
If it bends a lot, that means it still goes this way and your hands are already forcing it going that way. But you have to, again, the goal is moving the orange ball around. Okay, wait until the motion is completed and then reverse the direction. Again, use a Vijay Singh. Make it flatter. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good tool to control the timing.
Yeah.
Particularly when you have the image of minimize the bending, so you have to give more time there. Okay. Vijay Singh. And now, then when everything is done, if you are more focusing on speed training here, then you can use a ripstick. Yeah, ripstick. It's now rigid. You can change the weight at the end, but it'll also make a sound, whistling sound. So keep good whistling sound. Don't fight and let it go around. Turn around, yes. Yes. Swing around. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. Swing. Now look at this. Look at this, how your swing looks like.
That one feels good.
Keep swinging. Swing. Now look at it.
Oh yeah, that plane's
You're not jumping at all now.
And that plane's coming.
You're nicely turning around, yes.
Yeah.
This is natural pattern.
Yeah.
This is what we are born with. But somehow through instruction,
Yeah.
you move away from natural pattern.
That's crazy. I was like, because I've had two different teachers be like, you're not using your hips, and their hips are doing too much. And
Yeah.
I go, how am I not using my hips? But people say how fast my hips move. That doesn't make sense.
The goal is to move the end point. In order to move the end point correctly, you have to use the whole body. So that's the hip rotation you need. Instead of go here, short backswing, and then try to turn early.
Yeah, I like that chart that showed like the body motion kind of translating into the club motion. That makes it look a lot better.
So again, swing back and forth, and then make this a whoosh sound, whistling sound. Yes. Oh, this motion is very different, very different. So particularly the head is heavier, so you can feel it
Yeah,
better.
it feels a lot easier.
Yeah, and then with that pattern, let's go to the rope swing. The head is not as heavy as the sober, but this one you have to maintain similar motion. Again, the goal is to move the end point around. Yes. In the backswing also try to throw the end point around instead of quickly pulling inward. Throw around, throw both ways. So mix different things because they have different weights and flexibility. And if you can handle all these well, that means your body is fully developed. Your motor system is fully
I'm
developed.
good with that one. I'm not good with this one. So
When you have a heavier head, you respond better because you cannot use your muscles too much with it because it's heavy.
but when it's no
Yeah, when you have a lighter object, you tend to use your muscles and try to override that. But again, when it's a light stick, then you have to relax more, try to feel. If you use your muscles too much, then what happens is the signals coming from the muscles will, basically, override more peripheral, sensory input.
Okay.
So you cannot really feel the end point that well. So relax a little bit and then let it go around. So this way you can generate good whoosh sound. So play with these different devices.
Okay.
And do you have an orange whip?
I don't have
This
one.
is a mid-size orange whip. This is good. And then ripstick is also good.
Okay.
So you can use these different devices for different purposes, but in the end you should be able to control everything, the end point well.
Cool.
This is yours.
Awesome.
And don't forget your club here.
And you said ripstick, orange whip,
Yeah, and then this is called the swing stick.
swing stick. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Just
but
find them online.
The swing stick is on Temu,
Okay.
Temu.com. Ripstick you can find on the Ripstick website and then Orange Whip website.
Okay.
Look at your swing. So let's go to the initial swing. Ooh.
Yeah.
This versus
Short and upright.
chip swinging, swing. It's float now.
The body is not.
Yeah, your body is
Spinning
not
out.
putting too much effort, but your clever speed is actually
When the foot's posted up, it's not spun out. Yeah, that looks a lot better.
because you try to push hard with the short back. You try to push hard.
So
That's
is
why.
that's got the force now pushing more forward?
Yeah, so when you have still the next thing you need to work on is awakening the trail leg more.
Yeah.
Okay, so since you're not far away from here,
Can come back.
But, yeah,
so
we
that'd
can-
just be like basically just
yeah, it's just a reprogramming session.
And
But
then am I still
active
doing
push.
the 7 and 8, or did that fix
no,
that?
no. You now it's just swing is just certainly. This is your second birthday,
Okay.
so celebrate today
Awesome.
from
Yeah,
now
I'm
on.
gonna go hit some balls later for sure.
So you'll see in the video. You'll see how your motion is, has evolved.
Because my swing speed when I played in high school was like 115, and I bet just the sequencing got so
Yeah,
bad.
you lost that wrist complex contribution quite a bit.
Because I bet if I had the wrist with how much the hips are turning, it's probably some pretty good speed there.
So in order to actually let the cleavage go around, you have to actually use your leverage here. Keep a long leverage here instead of or using the muscles a lot. So let it go through, around, and finish it here. So you are more turning around, standing on the lead side nicely instead of.
Cool.
Yep. Alrighty.
Great. Thank you.